Hey guys, so before I wash my hair back to curly, I'm going to show you how I got my afternoon at the pony show hairstyle when I wore it Sunday at the convention in banded ponytails down the back of my head. So here's what you're going to need. Of course, the staple bobby pins, some pony O's, a comb to detangle your hair, and make sure that you detangle your hair well.
Nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family. For me, for me.
So you think you...
Alright, so I know y'all weren't ready for that, but I had to, because it's not often I get to thrash my head around like this. But anyway, after all that, you may need to detangle your hair again. And then the first thing that you're going to want to do is get your nice little bouffant in the front. Make it as high or as low as you want to. You can either band this or do it in a bobby pin. I find it easier to do it in a bobby pin because the rest of this is all going to be banded in your ponytail holders. Once you get your bouffant just perfect how you like it, you're going to take one section from each side of your head and you're going to join those two together along with that section that you made from your bouffant. And you're going to make it two different ways. You can either make it as tight a ponytail as you want to make more sleek sides, or you can make it a looser ponytail if you don't want to pull on the sides of your hair too much. But if you do it in a tighter ponytail, it is going to make for much more sleek, smooth sides. And make sure that you don't have your hair tangled in that ponytail with the loose hair that you're going to continue to gather up. So people with thicker hair, you can do bigger sections of hair. For people with fine hair, I would suggest, because I have fine hair, that you gather smaller sections of hair from each side of your head to join to the ponytail before. It'll give you more texture, and then you can have a lot more banded ponytail sections to work with and make it look like you have more hair than you actually have. Then once you've completed your second ponytail holder, you're going to gently pull your hair through the two ponytail holder sections to make a puff. That's what I'm going to call it, to make a puff. And you're going to continue just joining sections, equal amounts of hair from each side of your head with the ponytail that you made before. Once you get that ponytail made, as you're going to see here in just a few seconds, that small section that's banded in between the two ponytail holders, gently pull it up in order to make your puff. So I would continue to apologize for these musical outbursts, but I'm really not sorry. So anyway, continuing on making ponytails, pulling puffs. Now I'm doing this really quickly to show you how to do the style, but you want to take more time when you do it so that you get a much more clean appearance. I would suggest using a mirror to make sure that your sections are even on the sides. Unless you have really thick hair, then you won't see any of your scalp. Now the way that I'm doing it here, you won't see any of my scalp, so it really can't tell. And even though it is a rough draft of the hairstyle, it still looks pretty good to be moving as fast as I am. People with shorter hair, don't pull your puff through as much because then you're going to have to re-ponytail it. People with thicker hair, longer hair, you can actually go crazy with the puff and make it as big as you want to. Then once you get down to the very base of your neck, you can continue to band your hair and slightly pull to make more puffs until you get to the very, very end. Now this is your choice. What I always do is, because I have fine hair, I always make the ponytail holder around my hair, but I don't pull it all the way through on the last pass. I loop it so that the ends are actually tucked upwards and inside of my hair. But this is totally your choice. If you wanted to braid it or twist it at the very end, or maybe even put a roller on it and give it a curl, that would work too. But I call this Afternoon at the Pony Show because it looks like I am a horse at the pony show. So I had a request from one of my subbies on what I'm doing with my hair in order to make it grow, because you guys know that I was having some trouble with it, and it was a little wonky in that back section in my hemline, and I have completely grown that area out. It's doing really, really well, but the truth is I'm not doing anything spectacular. I dry detangle my hair and de-shed it. And then when I decide that I want to give it a deep treatment, I use the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask. This also comes in a jar form. The jar form is really watery and I do not use it. I've only been able to find this squeeze bottle version of it in like a TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So if you want the creamier deep treatment mask like I have, you're going to have to find it in that squeeze bottle. I don't know why they are not consistent with this particular product, but this deep treatment mask works better on my hair than any one that I've ever tried before. Again, when it's time for me to wash my hair, I dry detangle it. I do not add water or conditioner before detangling my hair. The reason why I dry detangle, and only with my fingers, not with a comb, not with a brush, is because it lets me know what my hair needs going into the next styling part of the week. Does my hair need moisture? Does my hair need protein? Do I need to trim my ends because I'm getting a lot of single strand knots? Dry detangling my hair will tell me all that. Some of you have better success with wet hair. That more power to you. My hair likes to be detangled dry with my fingers, and it's obviously working because my hair has been growing. After I get done putting on this raw shea butter deep treatment mask, I'm going to get underneath of my standing steamer that I bought from eBay. I won it on a bid for like $50. You don't have to use a standing one, but that's a good place to get one if you want one that is not have to be on a tabletop, or that you don't have to use as a handheld device. They still have them on eBay. You may have to bid for them. You may be able to buy them outright, but you do have several different options that you can go with. You can get you a standing steamer, you can get you a hand steamer, or you can get a tabletop steamer like the old school bonnet dryers. Also, if you just want to put a plastic cap on your head or a plastic bag on your head and then put on a really snug fitting winter hat and then do some chores around your house for half an hour, more power to you. Then you don't have to pay for no electricity. But I'm simply just going to go ahead and get all the other sections prepared with the deep treatment mask, and I will be underneath of the steamer for about 15 to 25 minutes. I wanted to give you guys a view of my different textures throughout my head without product. This is after it has been shampooed. In the back sections, it's more defined, curly, and corkscrewed. In the front, it's more wavy and not as curly whatsoever. So I've got a couple different things going on through my head and from the front to back. I use the same shampoo from the Raw Shea Butter line, and it's one of the best moisturizing shampoos I've ever had. Then I also use the Aubrey GPB Bouncing Protein Conditioner once a month. Only once. It doesn't harden the hair. It actually leaves it really soft, but I am protein sensitive, so I only use it once a month. So this is part one of my secret weapon on how I'm keeping my hair moisturized. It's the Giovanni Direct Leave-In. It is on the end of light conditioning. If you look on the back of all Giovanni conditioner products, it will tell you if it's a heavy conditioner or not. And the part two is the Raw Shea Moisture Extra Moisture Detangler. This stuff is the business. That is what is helping me retain the length that I get. It is keeping my hair super moisturized. The Giovanni is basically a conditioner that it's slightly watered down, so you can use it every single day. The Extra Moisture Detangler you can also use every day, but it's so rich. It has like a slightly oily feeling because it does have the shea butter and argan oil in it. So I mix the two together, both leave-in conditioners, and make it into a cream, and I apply it in a large amount to each section of my hair, making sure every single strand of hair is coated. A lot of ladies on YouTube only really tend to put their good product on the ends of their hair and then sparingly the rest of their hair, but I make sure my hair is covered from roots to ends because you have short hairs, so they need to be conditioned too. They need to have moisture too, otherwise they're going to split and break. And with me doing this process over the last 9 months, I've been able to not only retain my length, but I've also been able to make my hair a lot thicker. I can definitely tell when I put my ponytail holder on that my ponytail holder has gotten tighter because there's more hair. So I make sure that every single strand on my head from root to tip gets both of these leave-in conditioners on because they're like the dynamic duo. One is there for water, and then the other is there to seal. I don't use any oil on my hair anymore. I have oils to use, but I have not used any oil on my hair in probably close to a year. I don't need them anymore with that Shea Moisture Extra Moisture Detangler, because it is just, it's doing the job. Now, the easy part is what's going to happen from here on out. This is my entire head covered in the Giovanni leave-in, as well as the Shea Moisture Extra Moisture Detangler. Say that 5 times fast. Then I'm going to use a little bit of Kinky Curly curling gel, or curling custard. You know what it is. Y'all seen it before, you've had it. I'm going to use just a little bit, and I'm going to put that right on the front part of my head. And what this is doing, it's going to make my hair look super slick and sleek. My ponytail is going to be awesome. You're going to be able to see all my ripples and waves. My black hair coloring is going to be popping. Of course, after I wrap my hair down for a little while. But I put it really just on that front part of my hair, not throughout the entire hair. Because you guys know, gel is mainly comprised of protein. I'm protein sensitive. So all I'm needing it to do is just kind of like make the hair smooth down, but putting it throughout the entire hair, it's a no-no for me. Then I'm going to be using the Giovanni styling glue just on my edges. I may use it on my part sometimes I don't, and then I definitely use it on my sideburns in front of my ears to make sure all of that is super slick down and smooth. There's several other products that I use for this process too. I will use the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree shaping cream. There's another Giovanni clear gel like edge control that I use as well. It's a pomade. If you want to just use gel, that's fine, but I find that these like get my edges to lay down for 3 to 4 days. So I use these because they're organic and they're nice on my hair. I've been using them for a few months. I don't have any problems with my edges. I never have had problems with my edges. So I continue to use these products because they work. They work for me. Then using a boar bristle brush, gently brush it down to get everything nice and smooth. You're not really clumping stuff together, but that's kind of what it is because you're making everything go in the same direction. You're stretching everything out the same amount, so that when it does set and dry underneath of your scarf or wrap, everything will be wavy together. One thing that I've definitely noticed is in not using my blow dryer as much this year as I did in previous years. Even though the front of my hair is not curly, it's more wavy, and sometimes it could be straight when I was using my blow dryer. I actually have a lot more texture in the front of my hair now that I don't blow dry my hair as much. So you can already see there the waves are starting to form together, even before putting it in a ponytail. But when I do my wash and goes, I do the same process, except for I don't use the styling glue or pomade at all. I just put on the 2 conditioners and then let my hair dry. As far as my ponytail holder, this is usually about the position where I put my ponytail. I'm not having any problems breaking off in this area because I only do 2 passes with my ponytail holder. It could probably stand to go around one more time, but because I don't want breakage, I only do it twice. Then after that, I may need to brush some little shorter stray hairs into place. Smooth down my edges a little bit more, but this is pretty much it. This is how I've been wearing my hair for the past 9 months. And for you guys who like styling, you're going to have to do a little bit more. I understand that. But for me, I've never wore my hair in a ponytail before in my life. It's always been styled. So wearing a ponytail for me is new. And I will be 30 this year. So yeah, I've gone 29 years without wearing ponytails. Now I get to wear one, and I really, really like it because the style goes with everything. You can dress it up or dress it down. Then you just want to make sure that you're going to get you a hair wrap or hair tie that you can tie tightly across the front of your head to make sure that your edges are laid down smooth. Leave it on for at least an hour to dry and set the hair that has been smooth down with your pomade or gel. Try not to get a 100% cotton wrap because it will take all the moisture out of your hair. Try and get something with a little lycra or spandex. Now here are the results of all that hard work that I did in order to get it into this ponytail. It's just one big puffy curly ponytail. I wear it like this 7 days a week. I wet it every single day, just the ponytail, to make sure that all my ends get wet. And that's how I've been retaining my length. That's how I'm growing my hair out. I will reapply the 2 conditioners every 3 to 4 days. 3 days in the summertime, 4 in the wintertime. Make sure my hair is wrapped every night, whether it be with a scarf or a bonnet, to keep my edges sleek and smooth, as well as to protect my hair. So, you guys wanted to know, that's how I did it. Told you, nothing special. While I was trying to get healthier hair, I was actually trimming off about a ½ inch to an inch every 6 weeks. Well, it's probably been about 5 to 6 months since the last time I did a trim. And I noticed that it was really time for me to trim some hair off because my twists had started tapering off. And I liked my twists when they were thicker at the bottom instead of tapering off. So I'm going to go ahead and trim my hair, what I should have been doing over the past several months. I'm going to give it a nice 1 inch to 2 inch trim because I do at this point want to have thicker hair. Length is not one of those things I'm really concerned with anymore. So I'm showing you that my hair is at 16 inches long. And depending on which side of my head, it's actually longer on my right side than it is on my left. The left side of my hair is thicker and coarser, if you can believe it. And on the right side of my hair is more fine and all one length. So there's going to be parts of my head that's going to be like 14.5 inches, and then there's other parts that are going to be 15 inches. But this is a new trimming method that I started. Usually I would always blow my hair out and flat iron it when it was time to trim it. I ain't doing that no more. I notice my hair is much healthier now that I don't blow dry it, to be able to twist it down to put underneath of wigs. And I don't want to blow dry it if it's not necessary. So this is what I'm going to be doing from now on. While my hair is soaking wet, this is after getting out of the shower from shampooing it the next week from the beginning of the video. And after using the Denman and getting a section of hair, I'm going to just trim it to where I can see it tapering off a lot. Some areas it won't taper off as much, in other areas it will taper off. But I'm just taking off a general 1 to 2 inches, and that what you see on my thumb is probably about 1.5 inches. Because you know curly hair is deceiving. But this is what I'm going to be doing from now on. I am not going to be blowing my hair out to trim it. This is the business. It takes so much less time. It's less stress on my hair. So yeah, this is it from now on. Wet trimming. So now it's 15 inches long. And that is on the right side of my head. It may be a little bit shorter on the left side now, but it doesn't matter. I just want healthy hair. So even though while I was looking in the mirror and it doesn't seem like I'm chopped, I actually feel like I chopped off more than I should have. I haven't seen my hair quite this short in a long time. But I'm going to do a quick lip check, and it kind of like brought my breath back to my lungs because I was like, oh my goodness, I cut off too much. Why did I do this? But I didn't. Actually, like once I did the lip check, I was like, whew, okay. I still have long hair. I'm okay. It's going to be okay. So as you can see, I still do have hair that is down to my bra strap. So I'm okay now. It just shrunk up a lot. I haven't seen my hair shrunken like this in, I don't know, because I never wear my hair shrunken. It's always stretched or styled. So yeah, this is strange to me for some reason. But yeah, so anyway, it's still bra strap length. In the front, I call that armpit length. I know that some of you would say it's longer than armpit length, but I'm claiming armpit length in the front and bra strap in the back. So I hadn't done a twist out on my hair in a little while, and I decided, you know what? It's all fresh and no product is on it or anything. I'm going to do a twist out. But then I also took off some additional hair. Again, in the front, my hair is really stringy and straight and wavy. So I don't need that hair because it's not helping me at all whatsoever. That's what happens with fine hair. Some areas is just more thin than the others. So I just went ahead and I just took the scissors to it. Plus, it'll actually frame my face better than all being one length and stringy in the front. So yeah, now all my twists are thick down to the bottom for fine hair. I know some of you are going to be like, that's not thick. Well, for someone with fine hair, it is thick. So if you don't like it, you can get off my page. Give me a thumbs down and get off my page. But anyway, I'm about to have a banging twist out, which y'all are about to see in like 3, 2, 1. Yes! Oh my god! So pretty. Oh my god. I haven't had a twist out in so long. It's so cute. Ah! And it still looks so short. Even when I took it out this morning, I was like, oh my god, my hair is so short. But that's okay. Once I style it like I usually do, I'll forget that I had cut it. And it'll look better. And my hemline will be thicker. So, yeah. I'm pleased. I'm happy. If y'all like my hairstyle and y'all like my dancing, you like this video, give me a thumbs up. You know what? You can give me a thumbs down. I still wouldn't care. I'm having a good time. I'm feeling cute. Listening to my Middle Eastern music, getting my my dance on. I don't care. Anyway, this is how I grew my hair back out. This is how I'm retaining my length, y'all. I don't have any special things I'm holding back. This is it. It's very simple. Grow your hair. Love your curls, girls.